I've been told if you wait till this idiot is doing an animation when you hit him, you'll get a critical hit every time. Kinda like that, and he's knocked out. Now we just cruise along, continuing the gummy bear genocide. But I think we're gonna reach some ridiculous speeds today, because to start out, we're going this fast. So I would imagine good things are on the way. We broke through the second wall, we're onto the purple jellies. We're gonna keep on cruising until we find something worth smashing down on, like this guy. Gotta be coming up to that next wall pretty soon, and we're carrying pretty good speed. But we need more speed. That's a good way to do it. Oh, that's a really good way to do it if we can actually connect the barrels. And there we go. Something very satisfying about this, despite the fact that I don't really have to do a lot. Okay, we almost broke a new record on our very first run. Oh, actually, that's going to propel me along into green gummy bears. So this already is a new record, and we're going to have a bit of a clearer way to get through that wall now. That's as far as we made it, but we did make it quite a ways. Plus we got a new launchador. So if we're going 4,269 meters, we made $1.3 million apparently. Which is good because we conveniently have a 75% off pickpocket, which saves us, well, $1.5 million, so we're going to buy that. Then I'm going to increase my speed limit for $635,000. Then I'm actually going to put $127,000 into finding more wanna bears. And once we get $125,000, we're going to unlock Velena Ice. Until then though, we're just going to keep on going. How long is he going to be up there for? I missed him anyway. We don't need to talk about that. Flight of the chicken. Touch and hold to fly. Oh, interesting. That's definitely going to help us maintain some speed. Oh, it's one of these. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. Oh, I get it. We just smash everything along the way. That's pretty fun. And launch. This game, whoops, is fun just because it's so much chaos, but everything propels you further at more and more speed. And this was a little bit of a slow start, but it's actually coming back together not bad. Really want to try and get more height though. Whoops, didn't want to hit that. But even with the bad run like this, we made it all the way into the purple gummy bears, and we're slowly catching up to the cactus. Who's then going to pop it, we're going to bust through all of that, and then go flying further on. I feel like I need to increase my luck a lot, because we're not finding nearly enough things to make me go flying through the air. I want constant explosions and speed. Well, another one of these, and a pinata. But these are great because they crush all the gummy bears and everything along the way. And the pinata gets us something good here. Double the amount of money you make during your launches. Plus we unlocked Dr. WORMAGEDDON. Our money for this one is worth $430,000. So we're definitely going to unlock Velena Ice for $125,000. Then since they're reasonably cheap, I'm going to deal more damage to opponents and lose less speed when getting trapped by the cops because I do hit them more than I'd like to admit. Okay, so provided I don't miss him this time, we did a pretty good hit, 1/10 of his health, and off we go on a pretty good start. Carried lots of speed through the first wall, and pretty good speed through the second wall. And we're maintaining that speed pretty well. Didn't mean to jump off that rocket. And we busted through the next wall to the green jellies without really any extra assistance. Gotta get to the rocket. Good. And well, this is as far as we're gonna go, but we're gonna get some money for this. $407,000. So we're gonna buy better elastic cables. I don't know if I love these because that's just the initial push for me, but the faster we are to get started, the faster we're gonna get to where we're going. I just now realized how those keys work. You gotta keep clicking to bounce up and down to hit the treasure chest, or fly into the sky. And this might be the most speed I've carried through this second part of the map. I just landed on one of the treasure chests, so we finally get whatever's in there, and then we just gotta land this, and we'll be rocketing through the wall. Or collecting a whole bunch of money because we got stuck in it. I found it to be a very satisfying run, despite the fact we only made $150,000. So we're just going to keep on grinding until we find what we want. I just realized for the first time that we do actually have a speedometer in the lower left so we can see how fast we're going. So we're going 114 right now, which is about halfway to my current maximum speed. So before increasing the max anymore, we've got to do more to get our speed up to that. Because even when we fire out of a gold barrel, it's not that quick, especially when we run into one of these walls. This thing's going to kick me going again though. Not super fast, but we're up to 30 again. And green gummy bears. And I just broke my personal record, but not by a ton. Here's where we land. That was worth about $600,000. I think I'm going to go for bounciness. Everything you touch makes you bounce higher. Hopefully that equates to speed somehow. So far, I'm really liking this extra bounciness because I already noticed a difference. Because a few times there, we hit heights that I'd never seen before. That was actually a new record, 660 grand. And we got a pretty good deal for Gumdolph, so I'm going to take advantage of that. Then I'm going to increase my luck. $350,000 for more luck. That's an easy choice. Then I'm maybe going to upgrade the punchiest pilot. All of these things are going to add up to more and better speed. That was definitely the biggest launch we've seen from the beginning so far. And we're already through the first wall. I do like this guy's ability to kind of get more elevation when he wants to, because that really helps us carry the speed, obviously, because the less we touch the ground, the faster we're gonna go. Was a bit of a shorter run, but we still made 300 grand. We got up to 150 on this one, and I don't know if I've ever gone that fast so far. We had a whole bunch of power-ups to get us there. On this one, we might actually make it to the end, or whatever's at the end of this place, because we should be coming up to it, well, right about now. I can now make my little buddies more powerful and efficient, which is good because the coin ones make me lots of extra money. So we went 7,500 meters, which is way far a new record for 1.5 million. So I think I'm going to go with both Slippery Lotion, lose less speed when hitting the ground, and this one, basically lose less speed when hitting gummy bears also. I'm not going to upgrade things like this yet. I want to focus on these when I can, because the more these things do for me, the more money we're going to make faster. And thanks to those few upgrades, we should be retaining our speed better than ever, so more efficient movement means higher bounces and more money. We broke 150 again, there's 160, 170, so we're definitely cooking. It wasn't exactly a new record, but we made decent money and got a pinata with $135,000, or 900,000 total. I just hit this final wall at Mach 10 and didn't even damage it. Basically, when we hit this guy, we get bigger blasts. Then this one is actually going to be really good. 415,000. Increase the amount of times you can body slam. Body slams help me carry speed because they make me hit things. Maybe I should also buy this. I'm going to do it anyway just on impulse because I think that's going to help me get through the walls. And it's only going to be one more little hit on the starting guy to kill him. We're through the wall at 160, so this is definitely a new record. I can hardly even see what's happening right now. Got one of these plus a bomb. We're back up to 150. So let's launch up into the air and keep the good times going. And we're through that wall. We're over 100 through the wall. I guess that was the upgrade I just got there, where I don't lose as much speed through the walls. And now I really can appreciate that, because those walls used to slow me down a lot, but now we cruise through them pretty efficiently. Okay, we're starting to come up to the wall pretty quick, so hopefully when we get there, we can actually get right on through it. But we're going to find out in just a second. We do also have this little heart bomb thing beside me, so it's going to pick me up when I fall down anyway and hopefully put me through the wall. We're going 97. Yeah, we made it into the wall at least, and this little guy's going to help me out to go further into the wall. That's a really big wall. So without wasting any time, all we got to do is hit this guy once more and he's out. Which means we should unlock something new. Coming up to the wall once again, not carrying a ton of speed, so I'm not super optimistic, but we'll kind of see what happens here. And we're hitting the ground a lot just as we're coming up to it with no boosters to work with. Or we could just, you know, not even make it to the wall. And we got a new opponent, Jawbreaker. Then since I hit a lot of teddy flares, let's spend 415,000 on that. Didn't mean to be back fighting this guy, but whatever. We're gonna hit him with a huge hit and then be on our way. So far this is working out pretty good. We're coming up to the wall. We're going 110. Trying to avoid all the spikes as we go. And this will give us a little bit of a speed boost. There's 125. There's way into the wall for some money. New record, 7,500 meters for $1.8 million. So we're just gonna keep going until we save up enough to really make something happen. Our speed is over 200 right now thanks to a few boosters in a row. I think we hit 240 for a second. Yeah, this is nice and fast. We're gonna make some really good progress on this one. There's 210, 215. The speedometer even goes red for us.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
At this point, it's mostly just luck because I can't really control what I'm hitting or where I'm going very much. And to be honest, I'm not even sure what we hit to make us go that fast in the beginning anyways. Coming up to the wall, we've been nice to get a little bit more speed, but we'll settle for that. We got 2.5 million out of that deal, so let's do it again. Coming up to the final wall and didn't even have enough speed to penetrate. But our pinata is giving us 135, actually a good bunch of money, for $3.4 million. So let's spend $3 million on extra bounciness. Then I am going to upgrade Lieutenant Jelly Boom just because I am hitting those a lot, and every one of these upgrades actually makes a big difference. And so far I can definitely feel the extra bounciness, because we're also carrying our speed very well, and we're going to get a little extra speed out of this. I think we hit 170 there and bounced straight through that wall. And we're through the final wall at 125, 145, so as long as we get a few boosters, we'll be in good shape. Like these ones. Whoops, missed that one, but we're still 161. Yeah, aside from that little clamp, the extra bounciness is really something to work with. Already going over 200, and as soon as I hit this little guy, whoa, I don't know if we got to him before we hit the wall. Well, now we're only going 150, and that's not as fun. Coming up on our favorite wall as we conveniently hit the trap, and another one. We're not even going to make it to the wall now. $1.1 million though. But luckily after that failed run, we got Peso Pals again. and their next upgrade is only $47 million. I've got a good feeling about this one, especially if we get a proper knockout, because that should give us a good launch, and then I'm feeling lucky. Hey look, a new record! We were pretty lucky. Oh, we almost made it through to the other side. $1.5 million. I'm also going to buy police control again, because we're hitting a lot of those. Those are slowing us down and really annoying me. And maybe we'll just increase this because the money does seem to be worth it. Made it to the wall again with good speed. We're going to need really extra help to chew through that wall though. A modest 1.6 million for that one. I forgot about Dr. WORMAGEDDON, but to be fair he costs 1.25 million, so I've been ignoring him. I just realized I should have been upgrading all of these guys along the way because they're not super expensive, at least for their lower levels, and I'm sure that makes a pretty big difference. It's just so satisfying though, the upgrades on top of upgrades on top of upgrades. I guess it's finally time to upgrade bodybuilding. 415,000, deal more damage to opponents so you can defeat them faster. I finally hit Dr. WORMAGEDDON. Touch and hold, eat them all. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay. I did something, and I mostly didn't lose any speed while I was doing that. We're currently going 180 coming up to the final wall, which means we got that far into it. A modest $1 million for this run, which sadly isn't really enough to upgrade much of anything. Maybe Bernard's for 175,000, and then one of my little helper morons. I think I'm going to go with a chili bomb, increase the strength of the explosion. That way when I have him, he's going to get me going again. His next upgrade is 40 million. I can't imagine what the last one costs. We're coming up to the wall pretty quick, and we're definitely maintaining speed. We're going 170, and I would like to hit it nice and low. That way, oh, so close. I wanted to take just that path. Another 1.1 million, which might not be enough for any upgrades at all, really. Had a good run where we got $2.7 million, so I think I'm actually just going to increase luck. Because if we get more boosters along the way, we'll carry and gain more speed. Although it's tempting to get Door Destroyer, but luck it is. And I also got 75% off Harry Bowtie, so that's only going to cost 500,000, and I realize now I need to be spending my money every run because it doesn't actually stay between runs. Had I not been stupid and realized that earlier, we would be much further ahead than we are now. So using a newfound luck, we're about to hit the wall way higher than I wanted to, but still pretty good. And we busted through the wall thanks to that little guy. I forgot we still had that. So we're into new territory with the red gummy bears to murder. So this should be worth some money for sure, especially if we can manage to get a little bit further, and this is a very good start. And I got the big diamond from the underground thing this time, which I think is probably just worth some money, and I'll take that because more money means more speed, which means more upgrades, which means more money again. But we're back to the worm thing. All right. So we're going to guide through here because this is just easy way to carry our speed. We're going to grab that. 150, and we're coming up to the next wall even, which we're probably going to have trouble busting through, but we made it here. Going to cruise through this, probably hit the wall before we get there, but pretty good. Only $2 million for all of that? That's barely enough to do anything at all. So we're going to upgrade Prickly Pear. And we did unlock Honey Potter, but for 4.5 million, it's going to take a minute. Next, I'm going to upgrade Taco Razzi for 400,000, increase launch power and deal damage to opponents. Because the faster start we have, the faster we get to the end. 3.5 million for that last run, so now it's just a debate of what we want to upgrade. Slippery Lotion, lose less speed when hitting the ground. And then a triple pinata has yielded me $2.5 million plus a discount on Honey Potter. So we can actually buy that, which is a very big upgrade. Then I'm going to buy rocket fuel for 500 grand. We have $1 million left over that we can't really spend. But now at least when I hit the ground, I won't lose nearly as much speed. We're off to start with a KO, and we're going to have a pretty good run. Because we're already through the first wall at 186. Through the second wall at 172, so we're definitely holding our speed very well, and we're being very bouncy. And I've used my body slam very little so far. Through the third wall at 116. And our little burst got us through the wall, so we're back into the red gummy zone. Definitely carrying some pretty good speed. We're back over 100, and I haven't seen my new item yet. But we got another one of these. That should increase me to about 150, 130. Plus a stompy boot thing. And yeah, we're gonna make a pretty good run. Absolutely smashing everything and going 170, taking off out of there. And we got a pinata. Wow, this one's going really good. Oh, till now. I had to jinx it. But we're gonna go through the barrels and got that one. Right into the wall. Come on, we're going 150. Is that enough to bust in? I'm going to start doing that just to hold my speed a little bit. Not enough to go through the wall yet. So our money for that one, 8,200,000, which definitely has me wondering what I should be upgrading. I think I'm going to get Cake Eater for sure. That way we can carry our speed through the doors better and especially get into that final one. And maybe Door Destroyer to also help me get through that. And then we can still launch ourselves a little bit better with elastic cables. So now, provided we get a very good launch, we should be making some pretty good distance and incredible speeds. We're up to 247 to start. We went over our speed limit. We're through the wall at 216. And yeah, I can really feel the speed. We're through the second wall at 200. So as long as we carry on with this kind of speed, we'll be doing all right. But we're through wall number 3 at 150, and I'm hoping we can get that speed back up again a little bit. But at least the next wall won't slow us down like it used to. Got another stompy foot, so we're up to 170 again, plus the explosion for 176. Coming up to the next wall pretty quick, so hopefully we get a nice easy path through it to maintain that speed. Well, we're coming through at 70, and that's gonna have to be good enough for me. It's funny how much the runs can change if we just get a little bit of bad luck and don't really get the proper boosts, because we're losing steam quickly. I'm trying to catch up to that rocket, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. But that's okay because I do have my little booster to get me going again. And I got my key unlock done, and then a rocket. We're back up to 186 and potentially gaining. Wow, we lost 50. We hit one little trap and hit 50 loss. This is usually a good little boost though, so back up down to 55. We're coming up to the wall pretty quick. Definitely out of body slams though, so I'm kind of at the mercy of whatever the game gives me, but this was a nice find. Because I can do this and smash through everything till I hit this spiky little cactus. And then we're going to get a nice little speed boost nice and close to the wall. So hopefully it's gummies from here on out or a boost. And new record. Oh, that was a nice little bonus at the end. 670,000 for a total of 2.4 million. So with that, let's upgrade Punchy as pilot for 2.25. So this very next run, we're going over 230 now, coming up to the second wall. So I feel like we're going to go through it pretty gracefully. And there it goes. We're through that wall at over 200. So as long as we don't hit too much bad stuff or stop hitting the ground, we'll be alright. Finally, towards the end of the run, got my new hammer fist thing. It took me up to 130, which is pretty good speed considering we're getting near the wall. And we hit a cop thing right at the very end, which kind of hurt our speed in a big way. So we're all the way down to about 60, so we're not even going to penetrate the wall. Correction, we're not even going to make it to the wall, because those guys really suck right now. This guy's going to give me a boost. So we got in and about tied the record. So more body slams. Coming up to the third wall at 215, so we're getting some pretty good luck here. And if I manage to hit all these, never mind, we don't need to talk about that. But I feel like we're gonna go through that wall. We always come out of the other side going 70, no matter what speed we go into it. Well, it's become increasingly clear to me that we just need more upgrades, and that's something we're gonna grind through next time.